Hey guys, and welcome to episode 6 of the mixing series. We are still mixing the Andrew Cole Dead Roses song. If you haven't seen the previous 5 episodes, I suggest you go into the description and click to part 1 or episode 1 and watch through. Otherwise this tutorial and any others won't really make any sense because it's a series of videos. Each episode is a continuation from the last. So in the last episode we finished off doing the lead vocals. We added a EQ, a compressor, a de-esser, and we EQ'd it again. We actually applied 2 compressors for series compression, and what that allows is it allows for a nice smooth workable vocal that you can then play with. The reason I used 2 compressors is because one smooths out the peaks, it captures the peaks, so when they put on the next compressor, it can focus more on adding some colour and controlling the dynamic of the vocal rather than blipping and letting too much of the transient through when the vocalist sings a really hard hitting and sudden note. So we have done the lead vocals, the acoustic and electric guitars, the piano, the drums and the bass. And then here we have the 3 groups for drums, electric guitar and acoustic guitar. So now we're going to start working on the background vocals. But before we do that, let's listen to what we have got so far. Let's go from the beginning and then I'll jump to near the end.
Well, I should have kissed you, not dismissed you. Whoa, but I thought I'd lose you. I may amuse you. Oh, and all of the moonlight sparkling down.
Now let's skip to the end around here where everything's a bit more going for it.
Smell dead roses in your hair. Can you smell roses like candy in the air? Na, na, ooh,
So in this episode we're going to work on the background vocals, which is a female singer. Cannot remember her name unfortunately, but she had a nice soft voice, so we'll just listen to her solo for a second now.
But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure.
So you can hear there she has a really nice, soft, elegant voice, which when it comes to mixing is a pain in the arse, to be honest, because you have so much, it's so breathy that it's hard to get right and sit right. So first we're going to copy that same EQ over. Now for the vocals I've taken it down a bit so it's 88 Hz ish. I'm just going to harden the Q to 12 dB per octave, and then I'm also going to add a de-esser on top of that. I'm just going to go into here, we've got the de-esser dynamic 3, just going to apply that, and we're going to find a section of her vocal which has an S in it.
I said you should go, but then I said please.
Right there where she sings said.
I said you should go, but then I said.
You can see where the S's are on the waveform because they come up as little balls.
But then I said please.
Wherever she has an S, it comes up as like a little blob of waveform.
But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no.
So we're going to focus on this little ball of S right here. So we're going to loop this bar. It might get a little bit annoying after a couple of loops whilst I tweak the de-esser, but don't worry. If it does get annoying, just skip forward like a minute or so, and then you won't have to listen to her voice much longer. So we're just going to play this now.
But then I said please wait, no. Then I said please wait, no.
And already it's starting to annoy me. So I'm going to go for a female de-ess.
Please wait, no. Then I said 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 please. I said you should go, but then I said please.
oh no, 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 no.
Just listen to her vocal again.
But I said you should go.
So that's a drastic improvement of what it was. Now you might be wondering why I do not compress or EQ before the de-esser. Well, if you compress and EQ before the de-esser has a much harder time of finding those high frequencies and compressing them. That's basically what a de-esser is. It is a compressor working on the higher frequencies. So the reason I do that is because if you compress before a de-esser, the dynamic range is so hard hitting for the de-esser it struggles to keep up with the volume incoming. Unless you have a really good de-esser, which I'm afraid the DigiDesign one isn't so spectacular. It's very basic for a de-esser. More so than, well, I wouldn't say it was as basic as Cubase. It's a little more complex than Cubase's built-in compressor, de-esser. But I do prefer the Waves de-esser that comes with it. So we have our de-esser also in. So now we're going to bring up a compressor. De-esser compressor. Getting those confused tonight. So I'm going to bring up the compressor limiter dynamic 3 once again. And we're just going to find her vocal again. I'm going to change my grid to 8ths. So I have more flexibility when it comes to highlighting sections like that.
But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure. But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure. But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure. But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure. But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure.
So there we go, we've compressed the vocal now. I'm just going to play a little bit.
Of stars came sparkling down from the sky. Blue diamonds.
Another thing that we got to do is set the level, which I completely forgot to do, sorry. So we're just going to play some vocals from here again. Just going to listen on a low volume so I can get her level right.
But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure. Of stars came sparkling down from the sky. Blue diamonds in your eyes. I taste the sweetness of yours.
There we go, we have a nice level for the female vocal. Now we just want to check what it sounds like when she's singing with the lead vocal.
Smell dead rose.
Now here she's a bit quieter and I'd really like her to be more up front so you can hear her singing along with him. So I'm going to select the region, hit Control E to select and separate it from the rest of the track. Go to my audio suite, other and gain, and I'm just going to boost it up by 2.5 decibels. I'm going to process this now. So hopefully that should be a little bit more up there. So you can hear her singing along with him.
Smell dead roses.
There you go, you can hear her
Dead roses.
singing along, whereas before you couldn't. It was kind of hard
Smell
to...
roses like candy.
You might be wondering, well, why don't you just automate it up so it's louder? Well, the reason being is because I don't like automating the vocal track so it's louder so you can hear it. I like automating it so it's smoother if the compressor is struggling. I like to make it smoother so like all the transients you just bring the fader down quickly, just like that. Now you can use the Waves plugin Vocal Rider, but that takes the fun out of everything that being an engineer involves, which is a lot of hands-on work. If you don't want to do hands-on work, then I don't know what to suggest, because being an engineer is quite a labour-intensive job. Just saying. Don't think you can get away with shortcuts and start making hits.
I smell dead
I'm just going to play this bit. That also sounds
dead roses.
fine. You can hear her and him singing in unison.
Can you smell roses like candy in the air?
So it's quite sweet the way she's singing there. So now we're just going to add an EQ. Let's go for the 4-band again. My 4-band is probably my go-to plugin for DigiDesign EQs, to be honest with you. It seems to work. But like I said in the previous tutorial, I think it's best if you try and get away from these, I think they're called graphic EQs. Don't hold me to that one. It's the one where you got the display here so you can see what you're doing. I don't like them because for people starting in the industry, you want to learn the frequency so you know what you're doing. Using these doesn't really help you learn. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call and I was just browsing the internet. A very boring phone call. So where were we? We were doing the EQ for the female background vocals. So we've added a EQ, a de-esser, a compressor, and now we're working on the 4-band EQ to get the right tone to fit with the rest of the mix. So I've highlighted a region where she's singing quite softly, and near the end it picks up in dynamic. So this is a good place to EQ because you get a range of everything. So we're just going to play through from, I'm going to loop it. By the way, if you're new to Pro Tools and you don't know the hotkeys, I will make a tutorial on all the numpad hotkeys you can use. But the one I keep using for looping is 4. So you can hit 4 and it will loop. So we're just going to hit spacebar to play. And now we're going to EQ. So we're going to carve out some low mids. Then I'm just going to add a nice shelf to add some air.
I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure. But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure. But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure. But I said you should go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure. But I said go, but then I said please wait, no, I'm not sure.
I'm just going to listen to the track beyond that single phrase, what she's singing there. Just going to scrub through to this part where they're both singing.
Smell dead roses in your hair. Can you smell roses like candy in the air? Na, na, ooh, ah, na, na, ooh.
So the two vocals, the backing and the lead, fit very nicely together. So that's it for this episode. Join me in the next episode when we start adding some reverb and some delays to the tracks, certain tracks, not all of them, thankfully. So join me in the next episode. Thanks for watching this, and as always, you can visit my website, http://pendufilm.com. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/pendufilm. So thanks for watching, and I should see you in the next one. Goodbye.